Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's that man made his way back here and was spotted dumpster diving just steps away from Taylor's home right here.
What would you do if your biggest fan suddenly turned into your worst nightmare? This is the terrifying story of a man so consumed by his admiration for Taylor Swift that his devotion led him down a dark path. A path that Taylor herself could have never anticipated. Taylor Swift has a fan base like no other. Millions of people around the world adore her, but for some, the line between admiration and obsession becomes dangerously blurred. And for one man, let's call him James, that line was crossed completely. James was a huge fan, by all outward appearances, just like any other. But there was something more. As he followed her online and learned every detail of her life, his admiration quickly spiraled into something darker. Soon it wasn't enough to just listen to her music or follow her updates. James wanted more. Driven by an overwhelming desire to connect with Taylor on a deeper level, James began writing her letters. Letters that were increasingly personal, intense, and unsettling. He poured his feelings into each word, convinced that she needed him, that only he could truly understand her. But in reality, he was constructing a narrative in his mind, a narrative in which Taylor belonged to him. One day, James decided that letters weren't enough. He felt it was time to meet Taylor in person, convinced that she would understand his devotion once they met. But this wasn't just a fan making an innocent pilgrimage. James was carrying something with him that would raise alarm bells the moment he arrived. After traveling hundreds of miles, James finally arrived at Taylor's home. There he stood, just on the other side of a fence, his heart pounding, convinced that this was destiny. But as the minutes passed, and Taylor didn't magically appear, his frustration grew. In his mind, Taylor should have been expecting him. He thought they shared a bond, a secret understanding. But in reality, he was just another stranger outside her gates. Taylor's security team quickly became aware of James' presence. And when they stopped him, they made a shocking discovery. Inside his bag were items that no fan should ever bring. James had come with intentions far darker than he admitted. His letters revealed an obsession, bordering on dangerous fixation. He believed that he alone was responsible for Taylor's safety, that he was her protector. In that moment, it became clear that James's obsession had taken a terrifying turn. He was arrested on charges of trespassing and possession of dangerous items with intent. The fan who once swore to protect Taylor now posed a threat. The story spread like wildfire. Fans around the world were shocked and horrified. How could someone's admiration twist into something so terrifying? And yet, this wasn't the first time Taylor had encountered danger from someone who claimed to be a fan. James' story serves as a cautionary tale. Love and admiration can bring us closer to those we admire, but they must be tempered with respect and understanding. Sometimes crossing that line can lead to darkness we never anticipated. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, true admiration should lift people up, not pull them down.